All right, hello. I think I got it to work now. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Ben, and welcome to Fuzzforge Creates. This is hopefully the final episode of Fuzzforge Creates of the series for Alphonse Elric. So basically what we're going to go ahead and do today is I'm going to go ahead. I got to pull up the chat. Give me just 1 second. I thought I was organized, but all of a sudden things just stopped working. So I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can pull up the chat here and see all your wonderful faces and go from there. But this will hopefully be the last episode that we do for this series for Alphonse Elric. I just want to make sure we get everything all squared away and make sure he looks all good and whatnot. Let's take a look. I can't. Let's just go to the channel. I don't know exactly why this isn't working. I should be streaming. Am I live? I'm live. Interesting. Alright, well, let's just try something else. Anyways, hello everybody. We're going to go and get started here in just a second as soon as I figure out how to fix this stuff. Just go to channel. Usually if it just goes to channel, it works. Oh, here we go. I forgot to hit the no, I guess it doesn't work. There we go. I got it. Alright. Everything's up. We're good to go. Hi everybody. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties and whatnot. Welcome back to Fuzzforge Creates. I am Ben, of course, Ben, the guy behind the hands, and this is Alphonse Elric. This is the finishing touches that we're going to put on here today. As you can see, it's coming along very nicely, and we're just going to go ahead and finish them up. The last remaining pieces that we really need to do are going to be the head. We're going to put on the cowl piece, I'm going to call it. I'm not exactly sure, like the back neck piece. We're going to put that on. And then we're going to go ahead and do some finishing detail touches. Of course, I left my markers out in the car, but that's okay. We're going to just go ahead and get started. So another problem that I have is I don't have a lot of gray left, but we're going to go ahead and get started with a couple of bits of leftover pipe cleaner that I have from doing a few other things. So let's just go ahead and work with this piece that we have here that's already to the shape that I kind of want it to for the head. I'm going to just kind of rework it here for a second. So this is already to the shape that I really want it to, and so what I'll just go ahead and do is I'll just twist this and just kind of bring it down to bring the face plate more solid. Part of the problem also is that they don't have thin gray pipe cleaners. They only have for color wise, this is the sucky part, they only have like certain colors. And unfortunately, the colors that I have are not gray. And trying to dye them did not work. They came out darker than the armor. So unfortunately, that just was not in the cards. So we're just going to go ahead and work with what we've got today and hopefully be able to finish them. If I have to redo it, I will. But we'll figure it out from there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So his face is kind of interesting. We'll be able to figure this part out. I'm gonna try to see if we can use this piece for something. I'm just gonna set it to the side for a second. Let's work on that face thing, his helmet face. So we're just gonna put, this is gonna be his chin. I'll go ahead and try to see if I can make this into the frontal face piece. Now again, he's not going to have that I'm going to have to draw this part in probably, but he's not going to really have that patented face like the mouth piece with the jagged front. I'm going to try to see if I can replicate that. The problem that we're going to have is that actually drawing that in is going to be a little more difficult because of the small detail, but we'll do it as best as we can. This won't be a 2-scale figure. I want it to be, but we'll figure that part out. So if I wanted to, okay. So his helmet's in interesting shape. I should have grabbed more gray. I should have more gray. That should work. That should be okay. All right. We're going to make a small horn. We're going to make a small thing for the horn. And I'm going to... Yeah, see, like I said, I wish I had a pair of scissors or something. I could just trim down the fuzz. I might have a pair of scissors that we can go ahead and improvise with if you guys are okay with being patient for a second, letting me letting me fix myself up. Let's go ahead and do... We'll see in a second, though. We'll see in a second. All right. Hey, Mr. Stitch, thanks for stopping in again. Glad to see you made it. Glad to see you made it. So again, I'm looking for more suggestions on anybody else that anybody wants to see made. I have a couple of suggestions in the works. I'm still working. I'm still kind of like tossing an idea back and forth for what I want to do for the next one. Still debating, kind of going back and forth on what might be feasible and what might not be. And we'll figure it out. But I think I'm going to try to trim a pipe cleaner. I'll be right back. Let's see if this works. All right. So like I said, unfortunately, I don't have scissors to work. So hopefully this works. I'm going to take this scissors, and I'm just going to go ahead and try to trim this pipe cleaner up a little bit. Basically, what this does is it makes it thinner. Now the problem is sometimes it can be too thin. This should be good enough. I should be able to work with this, but it gives it, like, there are certain levels of thickness that I usually like to have, and unfortunately for this one, I might not reach that level of thickness that I want. But we're just going to trim it up to be able to try to create his helmet a little bit better. Just because I don't think the thick pipe cleaner is going to do very well, so I'm just going to trim this up. I tried to have this done at work, like I said. No scissors available. It's something I should probably invest in. Okay. So there's that. There's all that fuzz. Let's move that to the side. There's one side of it. Let's go ahead and get the other side. Go ahead and get the other side. I want to give a very special shout out, a very special happy birthday to Allison. I don't know if she's watching because she's a dork, but happy birthday. I can now finally say it because it's now officially your birthday on my side of town. This might be a little too thin, but we're still going to use it. I'm still going to use this for whatever I need to. It's not bad. I mean, you can still tell that there's some fuzz in there. As you can see, the detail's still in there for the gray. But we'll have to use this. We'll have to use this for probably securing the helmet down and just getting some of the finer details. Oh, I'm glad you're watching. Good morning. Alright, just finishing up some detail touches on the trim job, and then we'll go ahead and get back to work. Cool. Alright, move that off to the side now. Get that off. So now, again, we have a thinner pipe cleaner, a little bit more detail probably, a little bit more trim job. It's not bad. It's okay. All right. So what I'm going to try to do with this is recreate that jowled look, the rigid look of his armor. This is going to be the more difficult part because he's got that weird kind of. It almost looks like a mouth. And this is just, I just want this to add the detail. This isn't going to be anything extravagant. This isn't going to be something like, oh, look, this is actually going to be it. See, like, I want to just make that right there in order to fit it in right there. So just to give it a little bit more predominance in the detail. Now, I'm not going to worry about a lot of the pipe cleaner having to be trimmed either because I don't need to worry about that right now. So we're going to pull this down. Pull this and pull that tight. I'm going to do the same with this side. Pull this. Pull and bring down. And it's going to be like that. All right. So just a little bit more detail. It didn't, you know what? That really didn't do much. That's okay though. We'll figure it out. I'll actually come up here and use this for the horn a little bit. Kind of make the horn a little smaller. All right. So we've got somewhat of a resemblance of a face mask. I'm going to go ahead and continue to try and work this around and get it to the shape that I really want it to. Yeah, see, I don't have any thin white. It's over there, and I don't have any gray marker. That's somewhere else, so it's not bad so far. And if I do this and kind of bring this, if I do this, if I just kind of fold this in a little bit, and I make this kind of like a head shape, and I just sort of stick that right there, it'll probably give it a little bit more volume, so that way I can finish up the wrapping of the head. Because he's got this, like, the armor style kind of reminds me of like a very olden style, like German war helmet, which is, a lot of people don't realize this, but Fullmetal Alchemist is based a lot on German culture. It's the reason why Ed woke up in Berlin during the ending of that series. It's why he woke up in Berlin, and a lot of, you know, they have take a lot of influence off of like German culture from the early 1900s, like from World War I and such. So that was kind of cool. Paid a lot of homage to that and World War I. And then of course the movie kind of takes homage off of like the beginning of World War II. I don't know, my friend. Well, it came from movies and stuff. My friend kind of confirmed it. Hitler was like obsessed with the occult, and so he kept trying to find ways and they kind of tie this in really well, like the movie. They tied the movie in really well with that. So I was kind of happy for that. But I'm gonna try something with this. I think I'm gonna take this apart. I'm like fiddling right now. I'm trying to figure out what the best course of action is, and then I'm gonna try to. I guess the problem that I'm having now is I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for this section right here for his eyes. I could draw him in, honestly. Drawing them in might be a little easier, especially because of the way he's built right now. Drawing him in could be easier. I could easily try to make something out of red and get some black marker and try to color that in, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. A lot of the problem that I have is, again, I don't have my markers on me. I'm very unprepared for this one. I unfortunately left my markers back at work, and there's one in the car. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably just going to go ahead and stick them on the shoulders like this, and then work on the rest of the detail later. And then what I'll go ahead and do is I will just... yeah, I'll just do that. Easiest way to do it is just by zipping this through right here. Well, I guess it's a little more difficult. Let's see, a little easier said than done. Yeah. I want his head to be centered right there, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it wants to do this. Alright, so we're going to pull that around in here. I'm going to kind of twist this underneath him to give more of a... there we go. I'm going to bring that around. Said it again, sorry. Push that down a little bit. Well, I guess the problem that we're going to have is he's not going to have that front piece that's like the the guard, the neck guard. I guess he's not going to have the neck guard. which that's okay. That'll be all right. Okay, we're going to twist this up like that. All right. Okay, so the head section of Al is on. I'm going to go ahead and work on the back a little bit. And the back is going to be kind of like a curve shape. So we're going to just do, that's why I want to use this piece again, because I could just easily use this for the top of the head. So I would just come in and use this for the top of the head. And then the rest of it I could just kind of bellow out. In fact, I might just do that. In fact, I think I'm going to. I'm going to fold this piece in so that way when it bellows, it's not as huge. I'm going to take this piece and just start wrapping. Start wrapping around. Okay, so there's that. So there's the back of his neck. Here's the top of his head. So that should be good enough. If I can easily, here's what I'll do. I'm going to take this. I'm going to come back down with it. And I'm going to twist this around. Because his head still isn't very secure, which is bugging me. I might just do this. In fact, yeah, just to keep his head a little bit more secure. I'm cheating a little bit. I don't like doing this, but it's just something I probably should do to keep his head from like wobbling everywhere and going every which way. I'm going to move these out of the way. See, I'm not a big fan of his head. I'm just not. This is not working the way I like it to. I knew the head was going to be difficult. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. Sit. Sit and stay. Through the top over here. There we go. Yeah, this part's really hard. This is not coming out the way I thought it would. Kind of move this around. Sorry for the silence. I'm trying to concentrate on what exactly I want to do. I might just stick with that. Kind of bend it into shape a little bit more. I'm actually probably going to do this. So I'll try to not do it as bad as I did last time, but we'll see what happens. I'm just going to trim this guy up. Hopefully it's not as close trimmed. Honestly, I wish that I could find a pipe cleaner company that would make me custom colors. That would be absolutely amazing. If anybody knows of any pipe cleaner companies that make custom colors, Tell them to watch my stream and tell them that I would love them to death if they can make me a custom color gray or any kind of custom colors. So I think that would be absolutely amazing. All right, I'm not going to do all of it, but I'm just going to stick it like this through. I guess I'll just do this. Come on. Get in there. Doesn't want to go in. It's because it got caught. That's because it got caught. And then I'm going to do it around this one. I got to figure out a way to get it in. Fold this in a little bit. Can I give him more of that chin? Kind of looks more like a stormtrooper, doesn't he? I'll have to figure that out as I go. All right, so there's that. Yeah, I'm just not pleased. I'm not pleased with the way the head came out. I might have to redo this one of these days. Maybe if I do some of the detail, maybe if I draw in his mouth, it would look a little different. But right now, I'm just not happy with how the head looks. So, you get to see my artist struggle firsthand. Congratulations, everyone. You get to see my artistic struggles. This piece is the next piece to go on. Let's go ahead and stick that on here. Now, a lot of you are probably asking, like, oh, why didn't you drop a plan for this? I never come into this with a plan. I've learned that if I come into this with a plan, I get really frustrated because it doesn't go according to plan. And because it doesn't go according to plan, I don't plan. Confusing? Yes. Effective? Obviously. So, I probably should have come up with something, like with this thin pipe cleaners. I probably should have figured out a way to get some thinner pipe cleaners, but I didn't, and that's my fault, but that's okay. That's just something I'll have to learn with next time we do this, which will be not next week, probably the week after that. My logic is not that strange. It's actually slightly undeniable. All right, let's see what I can do. I'm going to stick that in. I'm going to try to see if I can pull it. There's that. All right, there's one. This one won't be as hard. There's two. So there's his neck piece. Trying to allow a lot of clearance for him, but I don't know how well that's going to work out. You know, I was actually thinking about this the other day, and one of the things I'm extremely upset about is that they didn't have anybody play Major Armstrong in the live-action movie for FMA. I'm really upset about that because I would have loved to see a live-action Armstrong. I thought that would have been really cool. Uh, 24 minutes. Only been doing this for 24 minutes. That's all right. I'm going to wrap this section up, so I'm just going to go ahead and probably try to make a weld piece, I guess, or make it look like a weld piece. I'm going to stick it in him. I know it sounds dirty. Sorry. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and do this and just kind of fold it. Just kind of hide it. just because he's not going to be moved very much, so there's no reason why I can't just do that and leave him like that. So he's almost done. The only part I hate is the head, which I'll probably, thank you, but what I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably end up either fixing that or I'll leave it as it is and we'll figure it out. I'll try it again at another point in time. Let's go ahead and get his little his white tail done. I'll grab some thin white. I'll grab one. Oop, all my pipe cleaners just fell everywhere. So now I got to pick that up later. Ben's really doing super well today. Man, welcome to my stream where everything falls on the floor. Oh, go away. So, yesterday, I don't know how many of you remember, but during my stream, Windows Update decided it wanted to go ahead and do its thing. And, yeah, it doing its thing caused the stream not to upload to YouTube. So, unfortunately, I didn't have a YouTube stream yesterday. But I was able to, I just made a small, like, hey, sorry, there's nothing on YouTube, but here's the deal. So, after everything was said and done, I cleared out a bunch of room and I fixed the issue by changing the upload to a different one. And from there, it all kind of... I hope it's going to work now. I hope this is recording and it's actually going to go on YouTube later. But his ponytail section's done. I'm actually just going to reinforce it real quick by... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Going to go ahead and... grab this one maybe. Dear pipe cleaner companies, give me custom colors. Love somebody who will literally probably buy all of you out of your product if you do this. Okay. His little tail piece is secure. Just kind of going to go ahead and make it a little more wavy. All right. Well, other than the rest of the detail, which I'll probably have to work on here shortly, he's done. This is it. This didn't take me the entire episode like I thought it would. But Alphonse Elric is pretty much done. The only thing I have to really do is make the base from the stand-on. Maybe I'll make him a cat. Because he likes cats. I think I'll make him a cat. Because I got to soak up some more time. So, hold on one second. Cat would be appropriate. What color cat should I make? Anybody? What color cat should I make? Quickly. Because I'm either going to make it a yellow cat, or I'll make it a orange cat. Or I can do a multicolor cat. So it's up to you guys. Okay. The birthday girl requests orange, so I will make an orange cat. I'll probably do it a calico. I see you saying orange. I see it. White, a thin white, and let's get a thin... Do I have a thin black? I might not have a thin black. That's okay, though. Oh, I do have some. I'm not blind. I'll make a calico cat. So I'm going to do it in the same style that he has it in the anime, just because they're cute like that. So what I'll do first is I'll just go ahead and do the head. Because I have sort of weird rounded heads for some reason. I am not blind. Thank you for inferring that I am, though, you nerd. I'm going to go ahead just real quick and make the body. Actually, when I do the body, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this black. I'm going to kind of twist it around. Kind of make a twisty twist. Okay, and I'll just kind of finish that off right there. And then that'll have that piece, and then I'll take the white and go the opposite side. So then from that, I'll go ahead and make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I'll go ahead and make the body. So this will be the neck. It'll be a little sick. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then more of the body. And then we'll do the back legs. And I'll take this and I'll make it more of the body. This is a very super calico. This is a super calico cat. I'll fix it up in a second, because I know right now it doesn't look the best. That's okay. But he likes cats, so we have to make a cat. Okay, so let's go ahead and just kind of give him a little bit more meat, because we love him. He is a healthy cat. He is not a non-healthy cat. Go ahead and twist this around. Okay, so there we go. There's the tail. Here's the head. I'll go ahead and add some color into that in a second. But it looks pretty cat-like right now, doesn't it? Maybe I'll change the head around and just do that. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. I might even cut this episode off early because, well, there's not really much for me to do unless you guys are... That's the way they look in the anime, though. I might just cut this episode off early because there's not really much left to do. Unless you guys want me to go run out to my car real quick and go grab the markers for detailing, which I might just do just because I can. If you guys don't mind waiting a moment or two, I'll go run out to the car and grab my grab my marker. That way you guys can see me detail them and try to see if I can fix them up a little bit, make them look a little bit better. Oh, come on. Where's the hole? Hey, if you guys like what you see, if you guys are enjoying me making pipe cleaner figures, please share my videos. Please share my stream when it goes live. Please share my YouTube channel. Like, go ahead and support if you can, just by sharing. You don't have to donate anything to me if you are feeling generous and you'd like to donate something to me, which I know a few people have already. And if you have, thank you so much. But if you feel like generously donating to me for my pipe cleaner cause, go ahead and donate to me at my Ko-fi account. That's ko-fi/Fuzzforge. If you want to see more figures made, just let me know what you want to see made. I'll add it to the list. Again, if you could, share my stuff. It'd be awesome. It'd be really cool of you. And I'd be very happy. If I can get that in there. There we go. Cat, head, cat. So I'm going to go ahead and thread this through. See, that's the thing, is like this section right here comes off. I'm going to thread it through the black, and I'm going to try to see if I can get it to the orange as well. Oh no. Okay. No worries, Mr. Cat. You'll be done in just a second. Mr. Cat will be done shortly. If I can fold and twist pipe cleaners. Alright, there's that, there's that. Meow. Meow. I think he looks pretty good so far. I think he looks pretty cute. I think he looks like a cat. He'll fit in his arm. Let me go run to my car. I'm going to I'll have to probably what should I do? I guess I'll just leave it recording. I'll be right back. I promise you. I'll be just a few seconds. I just have to run out to my car and grab my figure, or my bag. It won't take me too long. Don't go anywhere. Keep yourselves occupied. Almost though. Okay. Okay. I've returned. My apologies. Oh, see, it didn't take me very long. Okay. I have marker. I have chapstick. Okay, so marker. I should have more. Some black detailing markers that I'll probably use for some of the detail. And I'm pretty sure I grabbed it. My wash brush. Also, I super promise that next time I'll be much more organized and things will be literally at my desk. It's going to be great, I promise. Here it is. Wash brush. Okay, so I've got some stuff here, and we're going to go ahead and just start doing some detail. First thing I'm going to do is the kitty. As you can see, I'm missing one of my markers. But we're just going to do some detail on them real quick. Let's do the medium. Going to give the kitty some eyes. Meow. Kitty, kitty. Okay, there's that. We'll give him some whiskers. Oop. We'll give him some whiskers on the side right here. whiskers. We'll give him a cat smile. Like he has, like to have in the anime. Looks pretty good, kitty. Meow. Oh, I should have a brush on here. I should have a lard brush. Just going to use a lard brush to kind of paint it in a little bit. So, lard brush. Just going to go ahead and give him a little bit more black. Kind of make the black look a little bit more natural. I know I'm doing mostly the cat right now. I'll do Alphonse in a minute. Make one of his ears black. How's that sound? Or like a slightly black. There we go. He's adorable. I would love to have this cat. Look at him. Meow. Got some marker on my hands. That's okay though. Let's add a little bit more black onto the tail. Kind of make it look, at least look like it's all natural, you know. Big old black splotch on his back. Kind of playing around real quick. All right. Cool. Alphonse's pet kitty. What should we name him? We can name him something if you'd like. It's completely up to you guys. Any name would be great. Any name would work. Call him Ace. Deal. I'll call him Ace just for you. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks, and now it's a cat. Cool. Back of his legs have some detail to them, so I just added in a little, kind of like the little section right there. I'm going to use this gray right here to darken it up, because it's technically there's a back armor section that he has right here, and I just want to make sure that it looks pretty good. See what I mean? Like, it's a really dark gray that comes with all the permanent marker packs. So it's like, oh man, I can't exactly, do much with it. I mean, it's cool, but it's like, I wish it was a different color, like a non-darker color. I want to add a little bit of detail onto the apron. So we're just going to go ahead and create a box. Creating a box. Box shape for the apron. Do the same to the back side here in a second. I guess we're going to do it. We'll do the eyes. So the eyes are just right there. So the eyes, I'll have to draw up some detail on him in a second, like all the lines for his helmet and everything. I'm going to have to use a small one. Oh, and this is the wash brush. So basically what I'm going to do is I use that and I just go around some of the lines, kind of darken them up and kind of bring them out a little bit. So it's just going to wash them a little bit. So as you can see, this is what it does. Nothing too different. Now this one darkens as well on gray. See? Makes it a little darker. Not really much I can do about that, so A little bit of wash up at the top. A little bit of wash on the shoulders. I need a red to add the Alchemist logo on his shoulder, so I'll do that here shortly. Probably have to do that at work or when I come back with it. A little bit of wash on his legs. And his feetses. His feets. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and just kind of wash it right there. Hold it right there. Kind of rub it in a little bit. Give a little bit more. There we go. All right, now comes the fun part. I wish I had the chisel brush. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe this will make it easier. All right, so this might just save the figure. This will make or break the figure. All right, it didn't cause a lot of harm. Like, it kind of works out. It does kind of make it a little bit more, you know, look like Al. So that's good. We'll add 2 little marks right there because he has 2 little marks right there. Kind of add a little headline right there. Little headline right there. Just kind of to give the definition of where everything is. So, I mean, I think that kind of looks halfway decent. It looks a little better off camera. I've noticed that now too. I think it looks pretty good. I'll have to try to see if I can finagle something here real quick. I'm gonna try to concave up in here. I think they actually, you know what? This looks pretty good. This looks great. I think it actually kind of looks like him now. Now I'm not so upset about my work. I just want to get a little bit of red in there for the eyes, which I'll have to do that when I try to draw on this thing right here. But yeah, it looks pretty good. That's impressive. I didn't think it would actually turn out like that. I could change it a little bit. If there's a few things I could change, I would. Unfortunately, I don't think I can. Let's go ahead and add in a little bit more detail, and we're going to call it a day. And it looks like just in time. We only have like 10 minutes left. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. If you like what you see, like I said, go ahead and like and subscribe to my stuff. This episode will be up on YouTube a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead. Actually, as soon as I get done with this, I'll go ahead and upload it. So in case you have friends who are like, oh man, I really wish I had some dude I could watch who just makes art for like an hour, and you're gonna be like, oh man, I know a guy. Let me send you his page and link to stuff, and you can watch him make pipe cleaner figures for an hour. And they're gonna thank you. They're gonna thank you. I'm gonna thank you. You're gonna look like a hero, and it's gonna be amazing. So I think if you have friends, which I hope you all do. I want to have to say the benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, I think you all have friends. Please show them my stuff and let me know if they like it or not. Tell them they can comment and be friendly. And I'm a friendly guy sometimes, depending on if I had breakfast in the morning, which I haven't, but I'm still friendly. Let's go ahead and you know what? No, he's fine. He looks good. Let's just add this in real quick. And there it is. There it is. All right. I think I'm gonna call this guy done. I'm gonna call him done. I'm gonna say he is done, and I'm gonna put the cat in his arm I'm going to put his little feetsies down. His little feets. He's going to be kind of holding them like this. Ah, shoot. No. Mr. Cat, Ace, please work. And then, I'm trying to fold him. There we go. So, let me actually kind of like fold his hands in, kind of like he's holding the cat. Like he is folding, like he is holding the cat. And then do his fingers in the shape of a fist. Like he is defending the cat. I forgot to do his hands. I'll do that in a minute. But, yeah. Oh, that doesn't really look like a fist. It's okay, though. He's explaining why they should keep the cat. He looks like he's explaining something. There we go. So, again, I'm now looking and seeing what we can see in the detail. I gave him a cat. See? Hello. His name is Ace, thanks to the birthday girl, Allison. He looks pretty good so far. I like him. There's a detail on a lot of them. I'm just going to go ahead and move it around a little bit so you can see. Here's the face up close. And his apron. The feet. He doesn't stand on his own. He's going to have a stand, but he's done. He's done. Let's just do the hands real quick before it continues to bother me. Dark gray. Take the dark gray and just kind of blast his hands. Not a lot, just a little. Just a little. See? There we go. That looks pretty good. It's just to give it more of a bluish hue, to give it that little tinge of blue, which is what I really wanted. Kind of make him look worn too, like he's been doing a lot of stuff. Like, oh, hey, look, he's actually a character in a show that actually uses his hands. There's one. All right. Thanks for tuning Thanks for tuning in and sticking with me today, guys. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I had to run out to my car. I was very unprepared for this episode. I had woken up late today, so and I have to go to work and I have to go get lunch too. So do me a favor, like I said, like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. It means a lot to me. He's done. That's it. This series has been Alphonse Elric featuring his cat Ace, which will sit right there. So this is Alphonse Elric featuring Ace. He's done. He's done. I'm gonna put a mount on him, and that's complete. So let's go ahead and set him to the side for a second. I'm actually just gonna leave him right here, and we'll just kind of keep his hands down. Come on. I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. Basically, from right now, what I'm thinking, I'm going to move this up a little bit more because it's falling. Basically, what I'm thinking is I'm going to go ahead and either do a giveaway, I'm going to sell him, or I'm going to give him my little brother. Because, one, I've never made my little brother a figure before, and two, he is the Alphonse to my Edward. I'm dead serious. My little brother is 6'4". He is way bigger than I am, and he loves Alphonse. So maybe I'll give it to him as a present because I haven't gotten him anything for his birthday yet. This could be a really good birthday present, and I just thought about that. So here we go. That's him. That's Alphonse Elric. Now, let's talk real quick about scheduling. My schedule. So I just completed this series, which means that I'm going to probably not have a series next week. So this next week is going to be all me doing catch-up work, going to buy pipe cleaners, figuring out what I'm going to do next. I'm gonna take a bet and say it's probably gonna be Nightmare from Soul Calibur, but in case I get a better option, which if you have any, please share them. We'll probably just do Nightmare. I just have to figure out the color scheme for him. So once I do that, we'll go ahead and get him up. Now, I also, the week after next might be a little bit of a scheduling conflict. I have somebody coming in from out of town, so I'll have to see. I might not even do it next week. I might try to do like 2 episodes and then like cut it off for like a 4-day break and then do the remainder of it. I'm just kind of debating on how I want to do it. But again, the final spiel and rant right over here is my follow me stuff. I have an Instagram, I have a Facebook, I have a Twitter, I have a YouTube, and of course you're on my Twitch. Please share them. Please show your friends. Please tell them, hey, I know this guy who makes pipe cleaner figures. And I'm going to start doing a giveaway here for some shortly. I have a giveaway, which is actually listed right here, for 500 followers on my Facebook. Yes, somebody, you nerd. I have a giveaway for 500 at 500 followers on my Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and give away a pipe cleaner figure. The theme is still undetermined. I'm going to go ahead and make something and see what it's going to be. But I'll figure it out. Like, honestly, it will be something kind of cool. I want to thank all of you guys again for tuning in. I've had a constant 3 followers this entire stream. It's been a busy Friday. I understand it. This goes live during work. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I really appreciate you guys watching. This is Alphonse Elric and Ace. Happy birthday, Allison, and enjoy your rest of your week. I'll probably see you next week.